Am I the a-hole for yelling and cursing at my mentally ill parents for trying to protect me? To give a little background, I, 29 female, have been with my wife, Leslie, 32 female, for 6.5 years now. She has a daughter from a previous relationship named Gwen, who I have adopted. I've been no contact with my parents for years, but recently they got diagnosed with dementia, and my siblings agreed that someone should stop at least 2 times a day. A few days ago, I got guilt tripped by my brother to pull my weight and check in on them that afternoon. While visiting, they got all serious and said there was something important they wanted to discuss with me before I left. They sat me down and asked me to just hear them out and consider what they had to say. Not knowing what was coming, I agreed. They stated that they believed that my wife, Leslie, was going to cheat on me. Now that I am legally obligated to take care of Gwen, they went on to explain that she has been isolating me from my real family to prevent me from hearing the truth. They urged me just to call a lawyer they know, and they pulled out a business card and kept trying to force me to take. Edit, they have no evidence of this. I kept asking them to just stop, but they kept speaking over me, telling me they just want to help. So I kept getting louder and louder till I was shouting. By the point that I was yelling, I wasn't thinking entirely reasonably. If I was, I would have just left. Instead, I yelled that I don't visit because they are effing terrible people who made my childhood miserable. Then I told them they are not family and I don't care if they raw. As you can imagine, this does not go over well with my siblings when I later told them. They believe they are all making sacrifices to take care of them, so I should just deal with it like they do. They want to explain that it wasn't so bad since at least their intentions were trying to help. I feel bad for my siblings, but I painfully refuse to contribute and refuse to acknowledge any wrongdoing. Am I the a-hole? I always thought it's crazy how when parents are terrible to their kids in the when the kid is like in their childhood, the parent always ends up needing that same exact child that they mistreated. Don't you guys think that's weird? Well, I mean, don't you guys think that's crazy? Because I've heard many stories of like someone being terrible to their child, and then this person gets older, and now the parents needs them for whatever reason. It's just at the end of the day, your kids will treat you how you treated them when they were kids. Now that you're older. Am I the a-hole for eating the food my father-in-law served me and ruining my boyfriend and I's holiday? Background info: I, male 41, am a white American, and my boyfriend, male 38, is Moroccan and half black. His parents took a dislike to me the moment we met. We've been together for 2 years, and he lives in America. The incident in question took place a few days ago. This is only my second time meeting his parents. His mother has been relatively quiet, but it's obvious she feels the same as his father, who is on an all-out warpath. They think that I'm a typical useless American party boy and not good enough for their son, who's an all-around goody two-shoes. They are wealthy government employees who think that they're contributing a lot to the world, unlike me. Now it is important to note that I am also wealthy, self-made, and high-ranking in my career, so I am not attempting to get on any gravy train. My boyfriend and I are staying... Wait, what does that mean? On any gravy train? Is that like a saying for being a gold digger? My boyfriend and I are staying at their home in Morocco. The four of us sat down for dinner, cooked by their private chef. Everybody got a bowl of some Moroccan food that smelled really good. I noticed that mine looked paler than the others and didn't have as much of a smell. I didn't comment at first, but then his father outright said, as if he was doing me a favor, that he told the chef to put a portion for me aside before she added any of the seasonings, because he thought that my plate wouldn't handle the spice well. I have no issues with spicy food. I could tell that my boyfriend was already uncomfortable, and he told his father that I could eat what they're eating. I managed to keep my cool, despite being really pissed off, and told him in no uncertain terms that I could handle spicy food. Next thing, he took my food and went back to the kitchen. When he returned, my food was a shade darker than everyone else's. I realized after the first bite that it wasn't just spicy, it was inedible. My boyfriend noticed my reaction and told his father off before telling me to stop eating it, but I didn't. I ate the damn food, and I have never in my life eaten anything like it. There must have been an entire bottle of hell in it, the pain, but I persevered much to my boyfriend's protest. His father simply watched. I was sweating buckets, felt sick, almost had an asthma attack. Another reason that my boyfriend was angry with me, because I put myself at risk. But I ate the whole bowl, then I left the table victorious, but dying a death. Fast forward I've been in bed for 3 days. Still feel messed up. May not survive. My boyfriend says I should have been the bigger person and that there were no winners. That eating the whole bowl was a childish as his father was serving it and harmed only me. He's been taking care of me, but he's also blaming me. I don't think I was the a-hole, even if the last 3 days of our vacation have gone down the drain. My boyfriend's father served me inedible food to be petty, so I ate it to be petty and derailed me and my boyfriend's vacation plans. And I wouldn't change. Am I the a-hole? Anyways, like what his boyfriend said, this didn't hurt anybody but you. At the end of the day, the father is healthy, he's okay, and he's fine, he's enjoying his time. This only hurt you. Why would you? I never really understood people who go above and beyond to prove points to people that are not gonna like them at the end of the day. Like, he ate all of that, and the father-in-law still doesn't like him, and he probably thinks he's crazy now. So what point did he prove?